I'm Natalie Claro, and this is 9 Questions with SoundBite magazine. I'm going to answer that by talking about a song off my album. There's a song called My Calling the Door, and the reason I wrote that is because I basically have writer's block unless there's something really bothering me or upsetting me about something. That's the only time I can really write something good. So yeah, that's basically, it's not really an inspiration as much as like a fuel or something. So yeah. My new album, Disconnect, is the first album I've ever released, and the reason it's called Disconnect is because it's about... You're gonna be in my lap doing this. Here, come here. We have a dog here now. Actually, you know what, they're probably not gonna like that. My album I just released is called Disconnect, and the reason I called it Disconnect is because it's about leaving a part of your life that involves insecurities and caring about what other people think about you. And the way I set up the album was that it's kind of like a story, and it starts off with Baby Bug because it's about me experiencing fitting in and being bullied when I was younger and struggling with that. And then it kind of builds in a way where it's like experiences during that part of my life. And then halfway through the album there's an interlude, and the reason I did this is because I needed like a turning point because the album split in half, and the second part of my album is when I became homeschooled to start my music, and I experienced this world of like not having to fit in anywhere and not having to worry about what anybody thinks of me because all I was focused on was my music and I wasn't in any public school or anything. I made this album as kind of a way to give a message to people who feel like they're struggling with fitting in or struggling with an obstacle that makes it hard for them to just enjoy life in general. I always just say, do whatever makes you happy. If somebody isn't okay with whatever makes you happy, then they're not worth it. Don't even pay attention to them. I don't know how to answer that because when you write your own songs, they become kind of like your children, and that's kind of like telling your children that one of them is your favorite over the other one, and they're not. I have favorites depending on like what they're for. So my favorite song to perform could either be like Mountains or Blood. I really like to perform those songs. They're fun. Oh, and My Calling is fun to perform. I guess listening to them, I really like Remain Inside the Cage and Baby. I don't know. I'm just not gonna answer that. I have no idea. My tour is called the Invasion Tour, and people keep asking me why it's called that, but it's honestly just because I feel like I'm invading cities, like there's nothing deep about it. And this is my first tour, and I'm going to be traveling a lot along the East Coast, and not all the dates are booked yet. I'm trying to go to LA, so I most likely will be going there for a part of my tour, but yeah. My tour necessities. Well, I haven't toured yet, so I don't know. I'm gonna answer that with what my show necessities are. Lots of water. If you're not hydrated, your voice will crack and you will be sad. Have like a fun snack for afterwards, like to reward yourself. I try not to have sugar before I sing because then it makes my throat all weird, but I have ice cream afterwards, it makes me happy. So, yeah. My way of overcoming stage fright, my mom took me to a lot of open mics when I was like 15, so we just went to random restaurants that had open mics, and I just sang covers. It's different for everybody, obviously, but you get over it at some point. You just have to feel like this level of confidence, and once you feel that level of confidence, then even if you mess up on stage, you won't care anymore. My favorite song to cover is Hook by Blues Travelers because the bridge is like this part that's really fast, and I always like surprise people when I just bust out into that part. It's like, what? Yeah, so it's fun. I don't know. Oh, I have one. Okay. This is gonna sound cheesy, but never give up. Because there are so many times where you literally just want to smash your head into a wall and completely quit because it's so annoying, some of the obstacles you have to face. Like, sometimes you won't get a show, or sometimes you'll work really hard on a song and you'll spend weeks working on it, and then you hear the end product and you're like, I don't like this, I'm gonna start over, and it's sucky. Sometimes I feel like you're working really hard for nothing and that you're not getting anywhere, but it's a really slow, gradual build, and there's a old saying that says overnight success takes 10 years, and it's not a lie. So just keep going. Whatever it is you want to do, just never give up. I never know how to answer this question because I don't know. I get asked so many times, like, what's it like being a female artist in the industry? And I honestly, it's just the fact that I get asked that question because I don't know, other than I don't pay attention to the fact that I'm a girl, and maybe other people do, but I just don't think people won't treat you differently unless you feel different. Well, that's not true though, because people might treat, it's different for every person. I haven't dealt with anything specific because I'm a girl. Maybe my age, it has a lot to do with it because I'm young, but just don't, I don't know, ignore everybody. If somebody ever makes you feel like you're not important because you're a girl, then they should just shut up then. That was the last question? Mm-hmm. All right. I'm Natalie Claro, and this has been 9 Questions with SoundBite Magazine. Thanks for watching.